This is Roger with Crosscut in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this Sorento. It is a 2016 Kia Sorento LX, 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder, front wheel drive, has 66,410 miles. It was a theft recovery, purchased directly from Geico insurance company. It is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision, which will I'll show you on the auto check vehicle history. Basically, what they do is, even though obviously this thing's a beautiful car and it hasn't been wrecked, they will salvage the title because they don't want to have any liability. The insurance companies don't want to get sued by whoever buys it from Crosscut. Obviously, Geico has a lot more money than Crosscut, so lawyers would love to get in their wallet. And the way they get out of that is by giving it a salvage title. That divorces the vehicle from them. All right, that's why they do it. Anyway, in a second I will take you on a ride in this vehicle, and I will explain to you how we fix that so that you can get plates and insurance and the whole bit. It's not very hard, it's very simple. Anyway, we brought it here. The thieves broke the door cylinder, ignition, the door handle cylinder, lock cylinder, so we had to replace that and the ignition, obviously. When they steal cars, that's what they do. They also stole the catalytic converter, but very unusual, they weren't lazy thieves. They unbolted it from the motor. There's a manifold with a cat as part of it. It's all one piece, and they unbolted that, and then they cut the back cat off too. So we had to buy a brand new one of those from Kia and a new secondary cat, two O2 sensors, and they also ripped off the under splash guard for the motor and the top splash guard, so we had to get those. A new battery, and the driver power seat switch wasn't working right. It worked about 92% of the time, but that's not quite good enough when you're trying to adjust your seat, so I bought a new switch. I'm going to walk around this vehicle. I will point out what I see that's wrong. That's what's more important, what's wrong than what's right. Tires, front tires look like they're at least 50% tread. That's very conservative, 50% tread, probably quite a bit more than that. But I'm always going to err on the side of caution. Make sure that whatever's wrong or remotely wrong or could be wrong, you will know, okay? It's a pretty car. I like the way it runs too. I do know that they brought it back from detail and has very little water, has very little gas. So my stop in this video, at the end of this video, we'll be at the gas station, which irritates me. It's probably because it has great air conditioning, and so while they were cleaning the interior, they had the AC going, and that'll be another talk with them later. The rear tires, 50-60% tread also, maybe more. Kind of, yeah, got a little thing in the plastic here, always, you know, where people drag their stuff out of the back. There's a little ding right there. People drag their stuff out of the back of the SUVs, and they drag them across the bumper, so that's where you're always going to get the dings and stuff. All right. I don't see anything else significant. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, there's a door ding right here. Door ding. Got a lot of paperwork to show you guys, so I better get going here. Everything I'm going to show you, first of all, let me try make sure the locked, unlocked. All right, I'm going to get the AC going right now because it's freaking hot. I think I have enough gas to do this video and go to the gas station. All right, there you go. 66,457 miles on the odometer. All right, all this stuff I'm showing you will have links, so I'm gonna go really fast. Here's the auto check, which I did today, 9/1. Then salvage brand is due to theft, okay? No accidents reported, no damage reported. Insurance loss record due to theft. There's your theft, okay? Stolen 220 of 22, reported stolen. Insurance loss, vehicle sold by insurer. That's the person who lost the car, who was stolen from. They sell it to the insurance company. Claim paid to insured. Vehicle reported as total loss. Vehicle loss, that is caused by theft. not collision, obviously. Vehicle reported as a theft recovery on 2/22, so it was gone for 2 days. But the insurance companies are too cheap to have a key lock cylinder made for them and put a battery in them, so they end up with out knowing if they run or whatever, and that's why they end up selling them for a price we can afford. All right, so here's the title that they signed over to us. There's the VIN. It was assigned to Geico on, looks like 7/18 of 22. There's Geico. Geico, right here, signs it to Wheel Kinetics, DBA Crosscut, with 66,000 miles. Okay, so there's the title. We spent a fortune at Leon's Exhaust. That's the cats and the whole bit. $1,400 for the cat and all that stuff. There's the engine cover. That's the piece of plastic on top of the motor. They took that off when they stole it. And there's the under shield. They took that off when they stole the cat. So it needed both of those. This is the door seat switch. I mean the driver's seat switch. This is the ignition. Okay. New battery. Here's your Kelly Blue Book, LX, 66,000 mile, front wheel drive 2.4. Typical listing price would be $19,400 for this vehicle, and this was dated 9/1. Let's see. Manheim Market Report. This is what we pay as dealers at auction for the vehicle. Here's the exact VIN. We punched that in with 66,000 miles. 16.6 is the adjusted MMR for this vehicle. That's what a dealer would pay, so they're obviously going to put on their dealership for somewhere around 19.5. Car Gurus, how do we get our prices? Here's a comp. 16 with 65,860, 17,993 is a good deal. Okay. Here's a 16 with 69,000 miles, 17,700 is a good deal. Okay. Here's a 16 with 67,000 miles, 18,573 is considered fair. Okay, that's how we get those numbers. Okay, open up the hood here, and now obviously because of the title, you get to save more money than that. Okay, but that's how we get our base. That's how we start off. Okay, so the car thieves and the catalytic converter thieves took this off. This is the upper thing, so that they could get at the bolts and just unbolted the cat right from it. But fortunately, I'm used to doing this type of thing, so that's all brand new. And there you go. All right, there's your window up and down. Door panels look good. Seat looks good. So you got a USB auxiliary port, power on both sides. Heated seats on both sides, which is unusual in a cloth vehicle. That means that they were a little chilly. And they probably special ordered that. Got a manual there. Paint. Let's see. This is not rear air. Unscrupulous dealers will say, oh, it's got rear air. Those are just fans. They do blow cold air, but it's coming from the front, not from a rear air unit in the back. Which, by the way, when someone sells you a vehicle and says it has rear air, tell them to show you where the air is produced for the rear. And almost 9 out of 10 times they can't, because it's coming from the same unit that's producing the front air. And it's not rear air conditioning, just so you know. I hear that all the time. Why don't you have rear air in these cars? Because they don't have them. Well, the other cars I'm looking at do. Actually, they don't. So, my fellow dealers are not very nice. Getting that. Let's see. Okay, so this is the switch I had to replace. The whole thing is just one switch. Back, up, down, back. This is what wasn't working. It wasn't going back and forth. So it was this part of the switch that was bad. Let's see. Mirrors out, in, up, and down. God, it's already hot from the freaking sun. It's only 99 today, so it's not too bad. We're about to break out of the heat here. Might have one more week of monsoon, and then that'll be that. Oh, it's nice in here. Okay, let me get a seatbelt on. It says I have an 18-mile range. I'm good to go. All right. Let's see. Boom, boom. There's that. Yeah. Oh, it's got a little light too. I better just check that light, make sure that works. Yep. All right. What else we got going on here? We got a radio. That was already on, wasn't it? Steering controls right here. Change the station there. Let's try manual. Yep. Do these up and down. That works fine. Alright, so all that works fine. You got SAT, e-services, phone setup, blah blah blah. We all know how that works. Let's see. Turn that off so you can hear me. Alright, so the air's blowing ice cold. Actually, turn it up a little bit because it's warm already. Alright, we got drive mode, so you got, see where it says sport right down here? There's sport and there's normal. It's eco, sport, normal, okay? You got parking, brake off and on, or sensors off and on, I'm sorry. Let's see, what else we got? We go here, we can go through all the stuff on the Chingaso. Mode, blah, 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 let's see. Oh, I see, this is mode for over here. That's for the radio, all this stuff is radio. All right, let's see. Windshield wipers, rear wiper. Okay, let's see. Tailgate, okay, back, all that stuff. Anyway, all right, that's kind of boring stuff. We all know what that looks like. All right, let's see, I think we have a backup camera in this guy too. So let me get a little backup camera. Oh, here's your backup camera. All right, let's go for a ride here. I gotta pull through here and close the gate. My brother just went out to get some lunch, so I don't want anyone sneaking in behind me here. So there's your gate. All right. Okay, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, this is what has to happen. We have to take it to the cops here, gun carrying real cops, not clerks, and get what's called a level 3 inspection. We take the salvage title, which I showed you, and the car down to motor vehicles, law enforcement division, gun carrying cops who take people to jail when they screw around with cars. And we get what's called level 3 inspection. Once we get that level 3 inspection, we take the title we have now in the level 3 and get what's called a restored salvage title in Arizona. An Arizona restored salvage title. At that point, we can issue you plates to drive home with, and you can get insurance. Until that's done, you can't do either, okay? So that's mandatory. If you're gonna do that and drive it home, that's $200. We pay, it's $50 is the fee for the actual inspection, and then it ties up about 4 hours of our time. That's where we come up with the other 150. Everyone wants to know that's how. It's a lot of time and a lot of sitting, and it's outside, which is lovely. I mean, I would pay 150 not to be there for 4 hours. That's for sure. Anyway, so that's $200. And then you have a $250 dock fee, and you have taxes. Taxes are whatever your state tax rate is, plus our city tax of 2.7%. So you come here, it's your state, plus our city tax of 2.7, $250 dock fee, and $200 to restore the title. Now, if you pay by wire and ship out of state, all you're gonna pay is agreed upon price, and that's it. No tax, no dock fee, nothing. Unless you want us to have the car inspected and get the title restored. If that's what you want to do, let us know early, and we'll add $200 to the price of the car, and I'll get it inspected for you. All right. Once we receive full payment, we'll fill out the title with your name or your company's name and address. We'll sign it off to you, scan it in your online file, and mail it to you. We even scan in the envelope we mail it in. All right. You'll have it shipped to you. The title will be in your mailbox when the shipper shows up with the Sorrento, and you'll go to your motor vehicles. Very simple. Okay. So that's about that. If you need help with shipping, let me know early in the transaction. I'd be happy to help you. Or you're welcome to do it yourself. If you want to roll the price of the shipping into the price of the vehicle and have me ship it and do the shipping, let me know. All right. Deposit's $500. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Until we have a deposit, this will stay for sale. So please make sure that you get a deposit in, okay? Last part of every video, I say the same thing every time. We have 17 minutes and 38 seconds on these videos. So I've got 2.5 minutes to go here. That was a nice move. But see, I'm paying attention. There's not very good driving going on in this neighborhood. There's no salesman to pay like they have at the auto mall. We don't have a fancy location. Just saw where we pulled out of. We don't have an attendant serving scones and lattes like they have at the auto mall, which, by the way, we're about, I don't know, maybe a half a mile, quarter of a mile from the auto mall right now. And when you go there, you have to pay for all that crap when you buy a vehicle. A lot more expensive to buy a vehicle there. So aside from the title saving you a bunch of money, you're also saving a bunch of money because we don't have all those bills to pay that they have, all right? But they also know when they sell you a vehicle, they crushed you, and if something's broken, they have to fix it. Well, we're not fixing something that's broken, okay? It doesn't matter if it's day 1 or day 5,000. You're the owner on day 1. If you want to pay us another $2,500 for the vehicle on top of the negotiated price, we'd be glad to fix whatever you need fixed, all right? But we're giving you that savings up front, and all you have to do is change the oil and keep it out of a lake or out of a car wreck, and this thing will be fine forever, all right? But the minute I say that, who knows? You know, an injector will take a crap, or the radio will take a crap, and then you'll send me a nasty letter. You said it was perfect. You know. So the tough love approach is the way to go, all right? And the tough love approach is, you're the owner on day 1, you saved a bunch of money for many reasons. Please use the money you saved to fix your car when or if it breaks, and that's how we roll. Otherwise, we'd have to charge you a lot more money for every vehicle, and that makes sense, I think, if you're following the logic here, okay? Anyway, beautiful vehicle. We're actually almost at the auto mall right now. Got Larry Miller up here on the left. I've only got about 20 seconds left in the video, but has a really nice ride. Blowing ice cold air. Here's some of the dealerships starting here. I would have no problem driving this all day long, giving it to my kid to be their driver, which a lot of people do with vehicles like this. Anyway, I'm about 2 seconds from being out of time.